how Spaz started working for the then Greensboro Bats. It was 2004. It was the winter time. I got a phone call from this guy. He said, "Hey, I'm interested in being your on-field entertainer." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yeah, I'd like to come by and talk to you." I said, "That's great, come on by." So we were playing in what was then the oldest full season minor league stadium in America. And the office was like a dungeon. I mean, there were no windows, it was dark. He comes in, introduces himself, and he's got this big notebook, like a portfolio. And he starts flipping the pages. I said, "You're hired." So that was the interview. Probably about 2 minutes, and the rest is history. It's been 18 years. How about that? It's amazing.
So the myth that is Spaz was brought to my attention early on, in that he did a number of unique promotions at the old ballpark. He was up on a lift.
We had lost 8 or 9 games in a row, and I said, "You know what?" I said, "I'm going to go rent one of these giant lifts, like an 80-foot lift, and I'm going to put Spaz up at the top of this thing, and he's not coming down until we win a game." And we put him up there, and he spent several nights, and we're going into the 9th inning, and we're up like 2 runs. And of course we have two-way radios and all, and our relief pitcher, gets one guy out, and so I said, "Okay, start letting him down just a little bit." So they start letting him down a little bit, and then they get like back-to-back hits, and I'm like, "Okay, put him back up just a little bit." And this keeps going on. They score a run, and he's like this, and finally we win the game, and he gets to come down after multiple days of being up in a 80 or 90-foot lift. But it was funny.
There was a lot of energy, a lot of excitement for that first season in this new ballpark, and I think Spaz really amplified that. He brought a lot of energy to the ballpark with his relationship with Jim Scott, and the duo really formulated a great pair that helped our fans just enjoy baseball and enjoy their camaraderie.
Spaz about to drink hot sauce. Are you serious?
We got to do it. The fans voted for it. On 3, everybody help me count it down. 1.
Oh!
You're mean. I'm crying. Yep. You might have to do the talking today, because it's really hot.
He and Jim worked so long together and were so close, and they had just such a famous rapport. It was really, really intimidating trying to come in and A, fill the shoes of a legend, and B, work with someone like Spaz, who I thought was leaps and bounds ahead of me, and still is to this day. But he really always made it about the fans first. He always brought energy every single night. We have a sign somewhere in this stadium that says, "Remember tonight is someone's first game ever," and he brought that principle every single night for 70 games a year.
Okay, Rebecca, you're gonna take on Slice to win this pizza. Hey Slice, I got a joke for you. What is a dog's favorite pizza? Pepperoni. What? Where's Slice go? Andy, why don't you come in here? We're only gonna get a chance. Okay, we'll do the best 2 out of 3 because Slice is not happy.
Spaz has a special relationship with all of our fans. It's fun to sit there and stand there on the concourse and just see how people interact with him. From little kids 5 years old to kids who are in their late 20s, early 30s who've been coming to games since we were at Old War Memorial Stadium before 2005 when he was just getting started. And everybody says the same thing. I grew up watching you. I love you. You're more part of the team than the guys on the field. You're what I remember most about the team. For Spaz to have that kind of relationship with the fans is not something that you see every day.
I grew up, going to the Greensboro Grasshoppers games, whether it was on field trips in elementary school or with my family. I just remember him being a personality and always making all the fans feel welcome and excited to be here.
He's like one of us. I mean, even though he's only part of us for the seasons, the 5 months of the season, I feel like he's as big a part of us as anyone. And he's a special guy and has special talents and loves to put on a show.
Well, I think what we're going to miss the most is the excitement he brings to the games. And, you know, there's no one who does 10 pounds of Nice's sausage quite like Spaz, and there's definitely no one who does quite like Spaz. So, you know, it's little things and little quirks and things that he does that no one else can do, and he will be missed for that.
We're going to miss Spaz, but I know we're not going to miss him too much because he'll be back here as a fan. And we're going to enjoy reminiscing on those many great years with him on the field when he comes back as a fan.
Thank you for all the hard work you've put in over the 20 plus years that you've been doing this. Thank you for your professionalism. Thank you for entertaining our fans. Thank you for being a great ambassador for our fans, whether it's here in the ballpark, out in the community, or being recognized at the grocery store. Most importantly, thank you for your friendship. You know, it's not every workplace that you get to go and make friends with who you work with. You know, sometimes they're just your coworkers, but I'm glad to call Danny a friend.
Spaz, thank you for, again, taking a chance on me as an announcer, as someone who was young and new to this, and just thank you for what you've done for Greensboro and the Grasshoppers. I've been coming to Greensboro baseball games since I was 5 years old, and I can't think of anybody who's meant more to this organization and to the fans here than Spaz.
You've been great for the organization, for me personally, for I think all of us that have gotten to know Spaz. Just he's been a great asset, and we're going to miss him.